You can do so much more than you believe you can do. And when you open these doors and when you open your mind to different possibilities, the world is your oyster, as they say. So here I was working at the BBC, making £10 an hour, which was a lot of money. Being a little old South African guy, doing spreadsheets, amazing. But I still kept on looking at the different adverts for other jobs, because when you start out your career, you really need to keep on changing and changing. So I found an advert for a credit controller that was making £13 an hour. I was like, yeah, I'm going to have that job. My mom is a credit controller. She can tell me what to do. So I called my mom up and said, Mom, can you kind of send me some instructions on how to do credit control? So and she told me a little bit about how to do it, and she faxed, because back in those days we didn't have the internet, guys. There was no way that you could actually get this information from anywhere, right? You had to go and buy a book, an actual book. Otherwise you couldn't get it. So my mom faxed me the instructions on how to be a credit controller. And but she faxed it to my friend's house, which was down, so far away I couldn't afford the ticket to go and get them. So I was, you know what, I'm just going to go for it. So I went for the interview and I walked in, and the guy said to me, okay, Roy, so tell me a little bit about your experience. So, I've been doing credit control in South Africa, so I don't really know the systems. A little white lie there. But I'm sure it's the same. You call people, you ask them for money, you explain to them that that they need to pay the money, and then they give you some excuse, and I made it humorous, and he's like, yeah, that's about right. Come on in, we can show you the systems, and I had my next job at £13 an hour. So never kind of give up on yourself. Always make yourself strive to be better, and take the next job. I left the BBC, a spreadsheet operator, and I went up £3 an hour to the next job. And some people would say, but the BBC, you could have a career. Quite often you have to change your career. You have to move to something different, in order for you to actually find out what you want to do. Because there's 1,000 jobs out there, and you can do all of them. So you don't need to be stuck in one of them. So go out and find what you want to do.